Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud to introduce myself. My name is Katharina Kurnia. I'm from SMA Catholic Santo Franciscus Xaverius Luteng, Manggarai Regency. Okay, today we are going to debate about English should be the second language in Indonesia. Okay, first of all, as Prime Minister, I will start with define this motion. And to define this motion, I will focus with the keyword. And the keyword of this motion is English. So based on Kompas.com, especially from especially from Britannia Encyclopedia 2015, English, which comes from UK, is a dominant language that used by many countries in the world, like United States, Canada, Australia, and the others. And there are some countries that put English as their second language, like Singapore, the Philippines, Malaysia, and India. And it is about 2 billion people use English as their daily communication. So, based on this statement or this argument, English has been global lingua. And beside of the definition, we can look and we have to know that what will happen in our country if we put English as our second as our second language. We know that as our second language, we will obligated or we will require to learn English. So whatever your job, whatever your position, you have to learn English so you can speak English well. And as Prime Minister, I totally agree with this motion that English should be the second language in Indonesia. So all people, whatever your job, whatever your position, you have to learn English so you can speak English well. And I have 4 reasons to support my position why I totally agree with this motion. The first one is to increase international cooperation, especially in economic side. The second one, English is really needed in work of work. The third one, English has a big influence in technology. And last one, English is really needed in education. So let's start with the first reason why we strongly agree with this motion. The first one is to increase international cooperation. So based on the ASEAN Economic Community said that Indonesia has a big potential to become a big or a great country in economic side. Especially we know that in geographic condition that Indonesia as an archipelago country that is rich in natural resources. And it can be a big standard or it can be a big foundation for us to become a great country in economic side. So that's why it's very important for us to learn about English, because talk about international cooperation, especially in economic side, we will make an interaction not only in domestically but also in abroad. And talk about international cooperation, if our country get a big opportunity to become a great country in economic side, it will be or there will be an opportunity that not only the government can do this activity, but also the people, especially the people that active in this side, like economic side, like farmers, fishermen, trade, and the others. So it is very important for all people to learn English, not only like people that work in company, but also the fishermen, the trade, and the farmers. So it can help them to make a good interaction with foreign people. And beside that, based on Inggris-Katharina.com, there are investment that always looking for the country with the people that master in English. So they choose the country with the people that have a big or a good quality in English. In English. So that's why if our country put English as their second language, which means that it can help all people to get the same opportunity to collaborate with foreign people. And beside that, from Singapore, from the same data, Singapore become one of the world business cosmopolitan leader because of their people master in English. We can look, there are an opportunity for our country between we as a country that rich in resources, and if we put English as our second language, which means that we can do this condition to bring our country as has a big country or a great country in economic side. And the second reason why we strongly agree with this motion that English is really needed in world of work. As we know that not only the company but also job field have to develop to increase the quality of their company. And one of the activities to develop their company is make a collaboration or interaction both domestically and abroad. And based on detik.com that released the data on 10 April 2019, it's about 90% company in Indonesia put English as their requirement, as their primary requirement. And it's about 80% of job field in Indonesia as a company, which means that all people in Indonesia have to master in English. And if we put English as our second language, which means that all people will be master in English, and it is easy for them to get a job. And beside that, from edukaskompas.com that released the data on 21 November 2019 that someone who master in English and get a job like in company or the other job field, they can increase their income. It's about 30 to 50%. So you can look that it can increase people income too. So of course it can increase the progress of the country. And the third reason why we strongly agree with this motion is about English has a big influence in technology. As we know that we are a part of world, and technology is come from a word. Or the other way we can say that technology is a new innovation of the world. And as a part of the world, we will appropriate ourselves with the technology itself and talk about technology that comes from the word, which means that we have to appropriate with the word moving to, with the word move to, and which it make us have to master in English. So that's why it's very important for our country to put English as our second language. And last reason why we strongly agree with this motion is English is really needed in education side, because in Indonesia it's about 70% and 70% of university in Indonesia require their college students to master in English, because there are several courses that put English in their literature, which means that it's very important for all people in every side of their position to learn English. So for any reason, we strongly agree with this motion. I personally strongly agree with this motion. That's all. Thank you. Sudah.